Have you ever realized that some people in your life are like fair weather fans? They only cheer when you're winning. The day my music stopped, I was the guy who always picked up the check. I had the high-level sales job, the shiny car, and a wife, Sarah, who loved hosting parties in our big kitchen. Our house was always full of expensive wine and friends who called me the life of the party. Then the company folded. I didn't just lose my bonus. I lost my entire career on a random Tuesday afternoon. I came home, sat at the kitchen table, and told Sarah the news. I expected her to sit down and say, "We'll figure this out together." Instead, she looked at my empty briefcase and then at her designer handbag. "I married a provider," she said, her voice cold. "I didn't sign up for a life where we struggle with the electric bill." 2 weeks later, the house was silent. The friends stopped calling. Sarah moved out, leaving a note that basically said she wasn't built for simple living. I spent a month in a tiny apartment, eating peanut butter sandwiches and staring at the walls. I felt like a total failure. I felt like I had been deleted from the world because my bank account was at zero. One Saturday, I went to the local park just to get out of the house. I sat on a bench, looking at a small hole in my shoe. An old man sitting nearby, tossing bread to the birds, looked at me. "Tough break?" "My wife left me because I lost my money," I said, surprised by my own honesty. He laughed. It wasn't a mean laugh. It was the sound of someone who had seen it all. "She didn't leave you. She left a lifestyle. You just happened to be the guy standing in it. Consider yourself lucky." "Lucky?" I asked. "I'm broke." "No," he said. "You're clean. All the people who were only there for the free drinks are gone. Now you can finally see who actually likes your company." I took a job at a hardware store. It wasn't glamorous. I wore a neon vest and helped people find the right size of screws all day. One day, a coworker named Dave invited me over for a backyard barbecue. I was nervous. I didn't have a bottle of expensive wine to bring anymore. I showed up with a six-pack of cheap soda and a clumsy apology. Dave just clapped me on the back. "I don't care about the soda. Can you help me flip these burgers? My kids think I'm burning them." I spent the evening sitting in a plastic lawn chair, laughing until my ribs ached. There were no silk curtains or catered food, just paper plates and real conversation. A year later, I saw Sarah at a grocery store. She was with a man in an expensive suit who looked stressed, arguing into his phone. She looked at me, at my older car and my simple clothes, and gave me a look of pity. I didn't feel a sting of regret. I felt a massive wave of relief. I realized that when I had money, I was constantly performing. I was a host, a provider, a walking bank. Now, I am just me. I have less in my pocket, but for the first time, I have people in my life who know my middle name and my favorite movie, not just my credit limit.